A couple of years down the road, you feel hot water splash against your bare skin.
Oh,
You smell the scent of pine and cedar as you use your bath wash. You got like a little scrub action. You're getting ready for a date.
really?
You yeah, you met this woman on one of the apps and she likes corny, weird shit.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
she likes bad things because they're bad, you know. Uh, you guys really hit it off.
Cool.
Her name is Shannon Hunter.
Shannon Hunter.
Yeah, she has light brown hair. It's down just past her shoulders.
A
She
manageable
wears
length.
glasses, a very manageable length. She wears glasses. She has her own style, you know. She's not just like she's somebody who you can tell like has like their shit kind of figured out, you know. A person presents themselves in a way where it's uniform but creative, you know, where they you can tell that they have worked themselves to a place where they have honed an identity. And she's there and you like that. So you're gonna go
Okay.
on a date, right?
Where are we going?
You're gonna go see there's a show in town. There's a sh it's a new touring show. It's called Sting on Sting. And basically it is it opens with like a pitch black arena, right?
Yeah.
It's pitch black, right? You can't see what's in the middle of the arena. It's just obscured by it's very dark. Ushers help you find your seat. Hmm. Out of nowhere, you just start hearing people like shushing, like shh, and everybody gets deathly quiet. You and Shannon kind of look at each other and you're like, I've heard this is really good. And you've got great seats, right? You got great
Yeah.
seats for it. You hear a thunk and a spotlight illuminates up in the rafters, like it's looking up to the very center of the rafters.
Yeah.
You look back at the beam of light, you see Ben Cholak is just working the spot, right?
How do I know it's him?
Because you had for just a split second, you see like the light from the spotlight kind of radiating out of just like spilling over out of the edge of the spotlight, and you see his face light up as he takes a drag off of a cigarette.
Oh man.
Ben's been
Ben is
running
everywhere.
spotlights. He's been
He's
running
fucking
spotlights all over the
everywhere.
state, dude. He's
Yeah.
killing it.
Where'd
You
he
turn
go?
back to see the spotlight, and into the spotlight walks Sting, the musician, but he's dressed like Sting, the professional wrestler. He's got on like the crow. He's got on like the crow makeup.
Oh no.
He's like that era of like
Holy
Sting.
shit.
He's got a fucking baseball bat in his hands. It's covered in
Oh,
barbed
cool.
wire, and he just jumps. And Ben Ben is incredibly gifted with a spotlight, and he follows Sting as Sting all the way down, and then they rip off the curtain that's covering a wrestling ring. Over the next 10 minutes, Sting the musician cosplays as Sting the wrestler and just beats the shit out of some jobber, right? Really
Oh,
fucking
wow.
beats the shit out of him.
Who is it?
You know, it's a guy named it's a new just like a new hunk of fucking meat that they've got on
Okay.
this thing. Some guy, his real name is uh Derek Fig Derek Fig Figge, and his gimmick is he's Tree Man, and he's just dressed like a tree, right?
uh,
And he just stomps around. He stomps around
that's a
the
tree.
he stomps around the ring just yelling leave. That's all he does.
Oh man.
He's very slow, and Sting just fucking beats the shit out of him, right?
Is it entertaining?
It's so good. Sting the musician as the wrestler Sting has really put a lot of time and energy into it, right? He cuts a promo over the tree, and you hear like somebody throw like a glass bottle onto the floor, and a guy that is like very clearly a Stone Cold Steve Austin ripoff like comes walking to the ring,
Yeah.
and they have like a whole back and forth on the mic thing, and then Sting the musician as the wrestler Sting just fucking takes that guy out to the woodshed too.
Whoa.
2 matches back. The second one, he gets a little color on him. He gets busted up a little bit.
Oh, he's like bleeding.
He's bleeding. Yeah.
What's the Stone Cold? Who's the Stone Cold dude? What's his name?
His name is, they call him the Angry Texan,
Oh man.
right? But he's like clearly,
Stone Cold.
it's like very clearly stoned. He's a bald guy, goatee. He wears that fucking vest. He slams a fucking beer, and then he throws the bottle on the ground, and it's the same sound that like you heard when his music opened, right? So Sting the musician is uh out there for like 20 minutes, right?
Wrestling?
Well, and cutting promo, doing the whole thing like
Okay.
he's presenting this character, you know. And then but he like goes backstage. The lights go out again. You can't see anything. There's like an electricity in the air because something's coming, you know. When the lights pop back on, uh the wrestler Sting is standing on stage and he's holding a bass, and
Whoa.
the other guys in the police are behind him, and he plays like a 25-minute set, and the ring like rotates around, like spins around.
Holy
They end with
shit.
every breath I take, classic classic Sting. They play all the hits
But it's just him the whole
during.
time, right? He's just going back and forth between outfits
No,
or
it's the actual Sting. It's
it's
the
okay.
wrestler Sting.
Holy shit. That's what I
It's the
thought it
wrestler
was.
Sting. And during Roxanne,
Fuck
uh,
yeah.
during Roxanne, he every time they say red light, you don't know how he does it, but Ben Cholak just holds the lit ember of a cigarette up to the spotlight, and it colors the whole room red.
Oh, that is good, man.
Dude, he's so fucking good. So the wrestler Sting does but
Is he a good bassist, the wrestler?
he's incredible. He's still
Wow.
wearing the makeup. He's still wearing the girl makeup, but otherwise, like he's dressing like Sting. Like he's got like an open shirt. There's like incense on the stage.
Oh wow, yeah.
There's yeah, like a bottle of wine there waiting for him. A lot of candles get lit up over the course of the set. You know, so they end their set, right. Lights go out again.
I can't believe the police are there.
Oh yeah, they're very into this. They're into this.
Oh, they'll hate each
So the
other.
lights. No, they got they buried the hatchet
Really?
because of this project. They wanted to be a part of this. So
Well, that's
the
so
band
dumb.
gets off the stage. They take everything. Lights go out, take everything down. Spotlight back on like the entrance, like Gorilla. You see Sting, the musician, as Sting, the wrestler. He comes walking out. He cuts his promo about how all the guys in town are scared to fight him, and nobody wants anything to do with the real Sting.
Whoa.
Ben has that spotlight just tight, you know. And then you hear like a beep, 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 like a truck backing up,
Yeah.
right? And walking out, it's like the video shows like a garbage truck,
Oh
right?
shit.
And walking out down the aisle is the dirty man.
The dirty man.
The dirty man. He's just like a filthy dude, right? He's got like he's wearing like he's wearing like basketball shorts that he's had on for like 2 weeks.
Oh.
He's got on like a white t-shirt that's just like yellow around the neck and like way loose,
Oh
and it's like
no.
covered in stains.
The
He's
dirty
got a
man.
he's got a six-pack ring caught around his big toe, and he just can't get it off.
Oh jeez.
He's got like leaves in his hair. He's just gross looking.
Oh man.
He gets about halfway down the aisle, and he gets on the microphone, and he's like, Sting. And everybody is like dead quiet, right? He goes, he's like, I've seen enough of your shit.
Oh man.
Just because you're the new guy in town doesn't make you better than me, or Carving Willie, or the Squirmer. He just,
These are all local wrestlers, I'm assuming.
yeah,
Squirmer. Ugh.
yeah. He's a guy who dresses up like a big worm.
Oh jeez.
He comes dressed like a big worm, and his finishing move is that he like inches back and forth like over your body, just grinding you into like a paste. That's like the idea
Oh.
anyway. So he's like, I'm about to come up there and shut your yap. And he goes, just know that I fight dirty.
Oh man. This is the most
Sting the
exciting night I've had in a while.
Sting the wrestler, Sting the musician as the wrestler is like, bring it on, motherfucker. He's like, come on. He's like egging him on. The dirty man just like hauls ass. He runs, he like slides into the ring, he leaves a fucking streak. He's just
Oh,
like he's like
gross.
so gross. People, you can like see the wave like of people in the front who are like, oh my God, like he smells, you know.
Uh,
He's really like playing into the character.
is he like a heel or is he a good guy or what's his like what's the crowd's reaction to this guy?
They don't like him.
Oh no,
You
the
know,
dirty
they do
man.
not. The dirty man. They do not like the dirty man.
I root for the
So
dirty man.
I
I
mean,
really
we
do.
all kind of root for the dirty man, but not in this
Yeah.
instance.
Okay.
He ends up like kicking the shit out of the musician Sting as the wrestler Sting.
So he's also wearing the face paint.
Yes, they're both wearing the crow face paint.
That is so strange. All right.
So
This
he,
is
he ends up he
wild.
ends up beating up. He ends up like beating up uh the wrestler Sting. And then the Squirmer comes out. Carvin Willie comes out. Uh, they got a guy called the Postmaster. He comes out. He's dressed like a postman, and he just beats the shit out of people with a bag filled with mail. Uh,
Oh wow.
you know, so he's like he picks up the microphone. He goes, "Come on out, boys!" And they all come running out, and they just gang up and start beating the shit out of him.
Oh no.
Next thing you know, the fucking place goes dark. The lights come back on, and the wrestler
Yeah.
Sting as the musician Sting, like he's wearing like real tight jeans and like an open shirt, and he's got like a puka
Yeah.
shell necklace on.
And still the
He
makeup.
It's still the makeup. He smashes them over the head with a guitar.
Oh,
He just like beats the shit out of these three. And then
wow.
he and the real the musician Sting embrace in the middle of the fucking ring. And then
Oh shit.
they all play that Every Breath You Take song again. Even though you heard it earlier. They play it again.
That's
And
weird.
then
They do it
then the lights
twice?
go out and you guys go home. Yeah.
Wow, man. What is her
But
reaction
Sting,
to this?
she fucking loves it, right? She loves it.
I
You
would go
guys
to, yeah,
have
I would go to this thinking like this is going to be very like dumb but entertaining, but I think I would actually get really into it. I'd be into this.
you are into this and she's into
Just
this too. You
we're into
guys
this.
leave and are just like a buzz. You're just like talking about it. You're like, what the like you're just trying to process it, trying to make sense of it's called Sting on Sting. And you're just trying to make sense of Sting on Sting. You're talking about it like the whole way back to your car, right? You get back to your car and you just like instinctively just start driving home. You're just so engaged in this conversation. And then you pull up and you're like, oh shit. You're like, hey, I didn't mean it. And she's like, no, I get it,
Oh,
you know,
yeah, okay, yeah.
yeah,
So
you were like, we were
presumptuous.
just, yeah. She's like, you're like, I'm sorry, we could go. And she's like, no, it's okay. And she puts her hand on your thigh.
My thigh.
Your BPM immediately goes up by 25%.
I bet.
And the guy pulling the levers in your brain goes, sir, get the boys ready.
Ah, the boys.
That's just what they call them inside your body,
Ah,
your genitals.
yeah.
So you go inside, right? You go inside, you're making out. You wind up having like an incredible night of going to Pound Town with this lady.
Really?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
That's cool.
It's great. You're both
What a
very in
great
tune with
night.
each other. It's an incredible night. It's so yeah. Afterwards, you're sitting there and she's like, "Man, that was a lot of fun." She goes, "I could
Yeah,
really go for
dude.
some pancakes."
I'm Ubering it right now.
So you guys get in an Uber. You go to like a
No, I mean I would like to get it delivered. Uber Eats.
well, she tells you she's like, I know the best place in town for pancakes.
Okay, well
She
then
goes,
yeah.
it's a little hole in the wall. They don't do any of this stuff. It's run by a family. It's called the Sunset Diner.
Oh, cool. It's a diner?
It's a little diner that's like
I miss
uh
diners.
it's in like southeast Austin, right? Like it's way out, you know, but it's
Okay.
just a family place. It's been around for a long time and the city has slowly started to encroach upon them.
Oh,
It's one of those. So you guys go out there, right? You go out to the Sunset Diner. You go in, there's nobody inside, right? It's like a fucking ghost town.
love it.
The
Ah, I
waitress
love
comes
that.
over, she takes your order. Uh Shannon goes, I'll just have a half stack of blueberry pancakes. And the waitress goes, for you, sir.
Okay. Uh, I am going to get a full stack of pancakes. I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna go ahead and get a full stack of pancakes. Um, do they have any, is it just like regular? Do they have any kind of like special thing, or is it just standard
They got
pancake type of?
blueberry, chocolate chip. That's it. You got
All right,
blueberry, you got chocolate chip, and regular, obviously.
I'm doing two regular, the one on top chocolate chip if I could.
She goes, of course, happy to do it.
Thank you. And some water as well, please.
She brings you your water. She brings your silverware. You guys kind of sit there in the the dim hum
Yeah.
of the fluorescent lights overhead. There's a jukebox against the wall. You you sit there with Shannon, the food comes out, and I gotta be honest with you, Pat, these are the best fucking pancakes you've eaten in your whole life. They're
Really?
incredible. And you're like, how is there nobody else here right now? She's like, I don't know, man. She goes, this is the place that I come to when I want pancakes.
This is incredible.
She goes, this is like my favorite place.
I can see why this place rules.
So you guys have this great like post coital stack of pancakes.
That's exactly what they are, I guess.
Yeah, they're
Wow.
100%.
100%.
You you guys go home. She tells you she had a good time.
Yeah.
She kisses you and then she leaves. And you wind up just not it just you didn't see her again.
Oh, okay.
It's a real bummer, because
Yeah.
you had a great time with her, but you just it didn't happen again right away, and there was just complications getting in touch with each
Okay.
other, and it just kind of drifted apart, and that's that. But you'll always have that one night.
I wonder if I would go back to that diner ever.
You think about it, but you're like, I don't want to go back,
Yeah,
like
I feel like maybe I shouldn't.
yeah. So a little time goes by, right? You're living your life, things are going pretty well, everything is status quo. One night, there's a very soft knock at your front door, barely audible from the other room. You walk out, and on your porch, there's a box.
Oh, okay.
The box is maybe like 2 feet by 1 feet, maybe a foot deep. You kind of look at it. What do you do?
I bring it inside and I like I see what's like written on it, I think.
It has a weight to it,
Oh,
probably between like 10 and 15 pounds, maybe more than you would initially have
really?
thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then I get a better grip on it and then I pick it up.
You pick it up,
I adjust my grip.
you adjust your grip, you pick up the box, you go inside, you cut it open. Well, not cut it open. You go to like open it and it's like not sealed or anything. And
Oh.
inside is a beautiful baby boy
Ah, what?
wrapped up wrapped up in a pristine white blanket. And there's a note in the box.
What does it say?
It says, "Hey Pat, Shannon here.
Shit.
As you can guess, this baby is yours." She goes, "I should probably come clean. I'm a ghost."
Oh, Shannon.
She
Oh,
says,
Shannon.
I'm a ghost. I was only able to, you know, use my physical form for one day. There's a drug that they're selling to ghosts that allow you to kind of come over to the other side for a limited amount of time. And I just made the most of my time and I spent it with you. I don't have a way
Wow.
to take care of this baby in my ghost world, so you're gonna have to do it. You can name it really anything you want. All the best, Shannon.
Wow.
So you're kind of in shock, right?
Yeah.
Kind of in
Yeah.
shock. There's a couple bottles of like formula in there. There's some diapers, some wet wipe, just like some basic day one baby needs, like that kind of stuff.
Does the baby look like a
Looks like
ghost?
looks it looks a lot like you. It kind of has like ghostly eyes, like they look like they're kind of like clear a little bit. They're just like weird eyes, that would make you think of a ghost.
Wow.
This baby, you don't know how to describe it, but this baby does have a ghostly aura, you know? It's very pale, almost translucent,
Yeah, that's definitely
and
mine then.
very fine white hair atop his head. What do you do?
Um, I mean, it's so clearly my kid, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Very, yeah, 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 for sure.
All right. I guess I mean, what's the baby's reaction to all this? Like, what's its
Baby's just
temperament?
baby's just hanging out,
Oh
very
man. All
chill.
right. I get the formula and I see if it wants to have any of it, I guess. That's like the first thing I do.
This baby starts drinking this fucking formula. There's a knock at your door.
Oh no.
You look out. There's a man in like a lab coat standing there. You hear him knock again. He goes, Mr. Dean, I know you're there. I have an
Who are you?
urgent matter to discuss. He goes, my name is Victor Steele, and I am the
Whoa.
creator of the ghost serum.
I
He goes,
open the
it's come
door
to my
immediately.
you open the door.
As
He goes,
soon
it's
as
come
he
to my
says
attention.
that,
There's
yeah.
a baby here.
Yep. Absolutely.
He goes over, he goes, may I? And he puts like a stethoscope in his ears.
This is so much. This is all happening right after. Ah, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
So he kind of like goes over to you and he's like opening up the box. And he's like, how long has the baby been here? And you're like, she just dropped it off. And he goes,
Yeah, like
who?
a minute ago.
Do you give him her name?
I don't give the name out right away, because I just met this guy. And also I just learned that she was a ghost, but like she could also just be, I mean, I'm a pretty pale guy, so like maybe she's a normal person who's having some kind of break with reality, and this is just like my kid.
He
So
leans
I
over.
wouldn't
You don't see him do this, but he like starts to draw blood on the baby, and it comes up in the tube, and it's like green.
I would ask if that was a bad sign,
He kind of
the
like looks
doctor.
up. He looks up in the fucking. He holds it up to the light, and he goes, "This looks like pretty good ghost blood to me." He shakes the vial a little bit. He pops it, and it's like he's opening a soda, like it hisses. He wafts it into his nose, and he goes, "Yeah, this is good stuff. This is really good."
So it's mostly ghost blood. There's no
He's
human
like,
blood.
he's like, well, that's not really how it works. He goes, if there is a breed issue, that's what he calls it, a breed issue. He goes, the offspring
Awkward.
will have ghost blood.
Okay. Well, I
He
guess
goes, as far as we've seen so far.
I go, all right, well, look, it was a woman that I met on a dating app. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, we had a pretty incredible night. And then yeah, a
He
few
goes,
months
what?
later, this showed up.
He's like writing down. He goes, what happened on your date?
We just had a pretty deep connection. We had sex. I don't even know how many times did we? I don't even know, but we did.
6.
So yeah, so I guess we had sex six times, and then now several months later, this yeah, so yeah, that's what happened.
And he goes, 6 times? And you're like, yeah.
We had really good pancakes too.
He flips the baby over and like pulls its diaper down, and you see the number 4 like on its ass as like a birthmark. He goes, okay, then this baby was conceived during the fourth. And he kind of like looks you up and down. He goes,
What?
event in your evening.
Holy shit. Ghost babies are fucking weird.
Yeah. So he puts the diaper back up, sits him down in the box, and he goes, yeah, this is definitely 100% a ghost baby. He goes, this is certainly a little alarming. This is not normal, especially for people who have only used the serum once. He goes, do you mind if I just take this?
Hey, what do you mean by no, you can't take it, but what do you mean by like the serum? I just realized what you said earlier. What's the serum thing?
Dr. Steele, he says, you know, I'm the guy who created the ghost serum. It allows ghosts to cross over and and to transubstantiate into human form for a day. That's the whole reason that you were actually able to have any friction between you and your lady love all 6 times. And
Okay.
he goes, honestly, you should be thanking me. He kind of like looks at you and he
Okay.
looks at the baby. He goes, you know, there's no way you've developed an attachment to this. He goes, for research purposes, I'm just going to take this baby.
No, dude, you can't. And I would take the baby back and go, I'm sorry. I gotta get this thing to a fucking doctor. Like, I don't even know. I mean, it has to get, I mean, you have to, how old is the baby? It's like newborn.
Yeah, yeah, within like a couple weeks, probably.
Oh God. Yeah. We got to get this baby to a doctor. We got to get it checked out. I don't even know what to do.
So you're like,
I go to the
you
hospital.
know, so you're standing there and he kind of like looks at you and he looks at the baby, looks at you, looks at the baby. He just grabs the box and bolts for the front door.
Oh, I run after him.
You run after him, right? You go through, you run down, into the road. He's just like running away and you're just screaming. You're like, help, help, he's stealing my baby. He's stealing my baby, right?
Oh no.
And
Yeah.
you're just like running as fast as you can. You don't know what the fuck's going on. He goes, "You're stealing my baby." He runs by this tour bus, and the next thing you know, Sting, the musician, dressed as Sting the wrestler, leaps from atop the tour bus and just tackles this
Oh.
guy.
Oh, fucking shit. I, man, I'll talk all shit about it. I fucking love wrestling. Moments like that. Holy fuck, dude.
The box kind of like he drops the box, it sort of skids to a stop. You go out and uh you go out into the street to like pick it up, and you pick it up and you realize, you go, huh, the box is empty, and you just get hit by a fucking
Ah,
bus, like a city bus.
oh,
Your baby, when he dropped it,
no.
your baby like tumbled down a hill but landed in a soft like little garden of daisies and was like totally fine. It had a butterfly land on its nose the moment the bus struck you.
Oh my God.
The moment the bus struck you, the first monarch had migrated back to the United States, and the second that your face
What?
made contact with the front of that bus, that monarch, that single monarch, all the other monarchs refer to him as the chosen one. He landed right on your
Oh,
baby's nose, and then you just got blown up by that bus. The As you like lay there in the street, the musician, the wrestler Sting, as the musician Sting, comes out and he's like playing the bass. You just hear the bass line from every breath you take, and you take like a breath with it, and then you fucking die right there.
oh man, that's the worst baseline in the world. It's the
It's the
most
last
I
thing.
die
It's the
to the
last thing you
most
hear.
basic, yeah, the most basic baseline of all time.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh man. Well, God, man, I really thought the wrestlers were gonna save me. I really did.
I mean,
Fuck.
he kind of did.
Well, yeah, I mean, kind of. I mean, they saved the baby, I guess.
Yeah, the baby made
What happened to the guy who was trying to steal it?
it. He wound up just getting up and taking the baby.
Ah,
Sting on Sting has been on like a 60 night run, and both Stings are pretty fucking wiped out. He did not have the
oh,
energy to chase that guy down the sidewalk.
okay, yeah, can't blame him.
Yeah.
Oof,
Oh well.
man. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, the ghost baby got taken by some nefarious guy. Oh well. Oh man.